Hey, welcome back, everybody. So for today's lesson, or this week's lesson, it's going to be a little shorter than usual. It's just mostly going to be a museum tour. And this museum tour in particular is a museum tour about the Reconstruction, okay? So the Reconstruction was a time period right after the Civil War where leaders had to reconstruct or rebuild the South. They have to also reconstruct or rebuild patriotism because we had two countries at this point, pretty much. And now they have to become one again. And then also, we need to integrate African Americans who were formerly slaves back into the United States, or into the United States for the first time, actually. So when you're going through this, you're going to be going through it in present mode. So what that means is it's very similar to what we did a few weeks back. You can click on the slides. So pretty much one thing that I do want you to do is make sure that you do the review room first. So after you do the review room, read through Sherman's March to the Sea, look at the surrender of Appomattox, and then also go on to the next slide. So the next slide that we have is going to be the U.S. after the Civil War. So click each exhibit. Once you click this exhibit, what you're going to do is you are going to be answering questions. So in order to answer questions, you have to escape. Once you escape, you will be able to type your answers below here. So, you put your answer. And then also there's going to be some multiple choice questions like we have here. So what you're going to do is highlight whichever answer you think is correct. So you click it, you'd highlight it, and that would be like your correct answer. So just make sure that you do that, okay? And that is pretty much it. We do have a CER paragraph at the end, so just make sure that you're at the CER paragraph. You're using examples from like pretty much everything, right? Background information, so like how the Southern American leaders are planning to rebuild the South. Give evidence on what you think is going to be the hardest part. So your evidence can come from either like a slide, it can come from an image, whatever you think is going to be strong evidence. Okay, so let's get started and look forward to seeing your answers.